And yet I know you never seen nothing like this before. Yeah, but this is...
G'day guys, what's going on? Trent here. I have another video for you guys today. I'm calling it supplements. 100% do not believe that any supplement will cure anything, okay? Supplements are there to supplement your diet only. It's the reason why they're called supplements. And don't take them as if they're gonna promise you the world, okay? Also, just so you guys are aware, I'm just going to keep looking at my laptop. Just so you guys are aware, I'm just going to keep looking at my laptop, right? Because that's where all my information is. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm going to start off with protein to kind of get this whole sort of supplement suggestions underway. In my opinion, it's probably the most important supplement that you could take. That and creatine, but we'll get into creatine a little bit later. But there's quite a few different types of protein powders, so it's kind of hard to navigate which ones are the best and which ones are actually suited the best for your application or for your body, okay? All right, so we will start at the top with whey protein. So the most commonly researched and possibly the best form of powdered protein on the market, right? Most of the research that has been conducted on protein powders has predominantly been about whey protein, which is good. And whey protein is basically the byproduct of when cheese has been made. So when a coagulant is mixed into the milk, you get curds and you get whey. So the whey is the actual water-soluble part of milk, and the curds is actually casein, which we'll talk a little bit about later. And I'd like to say the best application for whey protein is pretty much whenever. You can use it before or after a workout. It's been shown that it's actually quite effective in being absorbed after a workout, but you can use it anytime you're kind of needing an extra boost in protein. So if you are kind of struggling for the day, just give yourself a scoop of protein and chuck it down, you'll be pretty sweet, okay? Next one is casein protein. And as mentioned before, it's the other part of the milk that is obtained when the process of cheese making is performed. Casein is a slow digesting form of milk protein that can be used very effectively when you're going to bed and fasting overnight. The protein slowly breaks down, providing amino acids into your amino acid pool. It's basically where protein is broken down and stored so that your body can use it, allowing the body to not go into a catabolic state where it would usually break down muscle tissue and provide amino acids for the body to use. So it will break down the muscles, turn it into proteins, and then create amino acids out of that. So it's best used between long periods or long times between meals, so around 6 or more hours, okay? Next one, branched chain amino acids, essential amino acid protein supplements. Okay, so some would argue that it's not really a protein supplement, but there are some companies that, like bulk nutrients, who actually promote their future whey as a protein supplement, because in the end, really, protein is broken down into smaller molecules called amino acids, right? So one protein supplement that doesn't get a whole lot of attention is the amino acid protein supplement. These are being used as an alternative to milk-based proteins, because not a whole lot of people are able to use milk proteins based on the fact that they are usually lactose intolerant, or because of ethical reasons such as like veganism and stuff. A product that I use, because I have a really hard time digesting lactose in milk, any sort of dairy product whatsoever, I have a really hard time digesting it, and I get really bad farts and stuff. I use Bulk Nutrients Future Whey because it has a really high amino acid availability, because it's basically just all amino acids and your body can absorb it quite well. So when comparing whey protein and amino acid proteins together, studies have shown that when both supplements have around 10 to 12 grams of essential amino acids, they're shown to have similar results in relation to muscle gain and recovery. So what this actually means is that if you do not have any intolerances to whey protein, continue to take it, okay? But if you're finding that you're having gut problems, such as like bad farting, stomach upsets, or bad bloating or anything like that, maybe look to an amino acid protein, that could work for you. So bulk nutrients have their Future Whey, which is also vegan friendly, and they're quite good. Last one, but there's also plenty more others to cover. Things like collagen, egg protein. What else did I write here? Nothing. Collagen and egg protein. So and then you've got things like protein blends like Thermo Wheys, which is like a thermogenetic protein. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So our next one is vegan protein blends. And last to be discussed is vegan protein blends, because I just wrote exactly the same thing. You can get all sorts of vegan proteins now, pea, rice, soy, hemp, and I think there's more. But when it comes to comparing vegan proteins to milk-based proteins, there are some differences, okay? So these are being that according to research, some vegan proteins aren't absorbed as well as whey. It's basically because they're a plant protein, and plant proteins are just not absorbed as well by the body compared to whey, okay? Also, most vegan proteins do not have as a great amino acid profile as whey proteins. But in saying all of this, if you do not handle milk proteins, then a vegan protein is going to be a much better option for you. If your body does not handle it, doesn't process it well, then stop taking it. Simple. It's not doing you any good. Okay, so to save the bloat and possibly do your part for the environment, having a vegan option is a fantastic choice. The best use for this protein is whenever a protein boost is needed. Oh, also, with the Future Whey, the best time to use that one is pretty much any time. Around training is usually best because amino acids are being used quite well, okay? Or being needed to be used, sorry. All right, and just a little bit extra for you guys in terms of protein. Because of protein powder's ability to be absorbed faster than a solid piece of meat protein, so like chicken, beef, eggs, etc., whey is one of the most sought after pre and post workout supplements on the market. Another useful thing about whey and or protein powder supplements is that they're extremely useful in allowing people to increase their protein intake easily and efficiently. You just put a scoop of protein in with some water, if that's the easiest thing that you can get your hands on, and then bang, you've got extra protein in, okay? So how to calculate how much protein you should be consuming on a daily basis is basically use this as a rough guide, all right? I've got it all kind of written down for you guys so you can use it, but how much protein powder you should be using is calculated by how much protein you should be consuming on a daily basis. So highly active or athletes wanting to lose fat and preserve muscle eat around 1.5 grams to 2.2 grams of per kilo of body weight, okay? Highly active person or an athlete, or if you are attempting to lose body fat and preserve muscle mass. So basically, if you're an athlete or a highly active person, or you want to lose body fat and maintain muscle mass, you should eat around 1 gram to 1.5 grams of one per kilogram of body weight, okay? If you are sedentary and not looking to change your body composition, eating around 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight is enough, okay? And then you can use your protein supplements to achieve your protein targets. So basically, if you get to, say, 180 grams of protein in a day, and you need to actually hit 205, then you have a protein shake and you will hit your protein targets for the day. Simple, okay? That's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully that's all made sense. I'm gonna put everything down below in the comments, so in the description stuff, so that you can actually see what's going on. And yeah, if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to ask, message me, and we'll discuss what the best protein is for you. Okay, all right, bye.